The courtroom was quiet before the storm even started. Judge Fleischer leaned forward slightly, eyes fixed on the witness stand, as if she already knew this case was going to unravel in ways neither side expected. "You left the keys and the title where, Ms. Pishney?" The woman swallowed before answering. "Underneath the mat of the driver's seat." A faint pause settled in the room. The judge didn't react immediately, but her expression shifted just enough to signal she had already noticed something unusual. "Under the seat," she repeated slowly. "Yes. And you weren't there when the car was picked up?" "No, I was at work that day. I worked normal hours, 9 to 5. The judge tilted her head slightly, like she was connecting invisible dots. "So you arranged this in advance?" "I called him maybe a week before. We discussed it, and then I left the keys and title in the car for him." A longer silence followed that answer than the previous ones.
Judge Fleischer's tone changed subtly. "So you spoke a week before he came, and during that entire week, you never physically handed him anything. You simply left everything inside the vehicle." "Roughly, yes." The judge turned toward the defendant. "Mr. Meyer." "Yes, Your Honor. Let's hear your version, because right now I'm hearing a very convenient timeline from one side." The man adjusted in his seat. "I went to pick up the car, yes, but I didn't think this was finalized the way she's describing it." The judge raised a hand slightly. "Start from the beginning, not your feelings, the facts." He nodded. "She called me in 2014, said she needed to get rid of a car." The judge stopped him instantly. "Get rid of it?" "Yes." "Not sell it?" He hesitated. "She didn't clearly say sell at first. I assumed it was a sale." That word, assumed, hung in the air for a moment. The judge leaned forward. "You assumed?" "Yes." "And did she correct you at any point?" "Not clearly." The woman shifted in her seat. "That's because I had just received the title. I was still sorting everything out." But before she could continue, the judge's attention snapped back to the man. "You said 2014. What kind of car?" "A 1996 Volkswagen Passat." The judge repeated it quietly as if testing memory. "And when you arrived to pick it up, what exactly did you find?" He exhaled. "The car was there. The keys were inside. The title was inside too, under the seat." The judge's eyes narrowed slightly. "And no one was present?" "No." The judge turned slowly back to the woman. "You left a vehicle, unlocked, with the title inside, and walked away." "I trusted him." That single word changed the temperature of the room. The judge responded instantly. "Trust is not a legal transfer." A nervous shift moved through the courtroom. The man leaned forward. "There's more context, Your Honor." The judge didn't like that phrase either. "Go ahead." "She had prior issues with driving under the influence. There was an ignition interlock device involved in the car system." The judge paused. "An alcohol detection device?" "Yes." The judge turned her gaze to the woman. "Is that correct?" "Yes." "So the car cannot start unless a clean breath sample is provided?" "Yes." "And at the time this vehicle was sold, that system was not installed in it?" "No, but I was in the process of getting it installed." The judge's expression hardened slightly. "So let me understand something very clearly." She leaned forward now. "You are telling me you transferred possession of a vehicle that legally could not be driven without the required system installed, without payment received, and without a formal signed agreement?" The woman hesitated. "I expected him to pay me." The judge immediately looked at the man. "Did you pay her?" "No." "And why not?" "Because I didn't believe the sale was completed." That sentence landed like a quiet explosion. The judge looked between them slowly. "So, one of you believes this was a completed sale, and the other believes it was not a sale at all." No one spoke, and yet the car changed hands anyway. The judge leaned back slightly, studying both of them like she was watching two people describe the same event in completely different universes. "Tell me something," she said to the man. "When she first contacted you, what exactly did she say she wanted?" "She said she needed to get rid of the car." "Did she ever say, 'I will sell it to you for X amount'?" "Not directly at first." The woman interrupted again. "We discussed money later." The judge immediately shut it down with a look. "You will get your turn." Then she turned back. "Go on." The man continued. "I went there expecting maybe a deal, but nothing was finalized in writing. No price confirmed. No payment exchanged." The judge's voice became sharper. And yet you took the car. I thought it was understood. There it was again. Assumed, thought, understood. The judge leaned in. Do you realize how dangerous those words are in a courtroom? Silence. She turned to the woman again. And you left the keys inside the vehicle. Yes? Why inside the vehicle? Because I had to go to work. I didn't think it was necessary to hand them over in person. We already discussed it. The judge's tone softened just slightly, but only for a moment. Ms. Pishney, in-law, discussion is not transfer. A pause. And belief is not agreement. The woman's face tightened. But he took the car. The judge nodded slowly. Yes, that part is not in dispute. The courtroom grew tense again, because that was the real problem. Not what happened, but what it meant. The judge continued, almost to herself now. No written contract, no confirmed price, no payment received, no formal transfer completed, a vehicle left accessible, keys hidden inside, title inside, a misunderstanding of legal completion on both sides. She looked up. And yet, both of you walked away believing you were right. The man spoke quietly. I didn't try to steal anything. I didn't say you did, the judge replied immediately. But her pause after that sentence carried more weight than the words themselves, because something was becoming clear. This wasn't a theft case. It wasn't a clean sale case either. It was something far more common and far more dangerous. Two people operating on assumptions instead of structure. The judge exhaled slowly. Let me explain something to both of you. She leaned forward again. If I allow this kind of arrangement to stand as a legal sale, then anyone could leave a car, a key, and a title in an unlocked vehicle and claim payment afterward. She looked at the woman. And if I allow the other version, then anyone could take a vehicle left in that condition and claim there was no sale. Her voice dropped slightly. Law does not protect confusion. The silence in the room deepened. Then she made her final observation. What I see here is not fraud. It is not theft. It is not even malice. A pause. It is two people who never made sure the same story existed in writing before the car changed hands. She leaned back. And because of that, there is nothing enforceable in this courtroom today. A final glance between both parties. This matter is dismissed. The gavel struck once, but the silence that followed lasted longer than the sound. Because both sides realized something at the same time, they didn't lose because one of them lied. They lost because neither of them confirmed the truth properly before acting on it. And that was the real twist. Not betrayal, not theft, but misunderstanding turning into a legal dead end.